franchise already sending out to some of the sites, great. I would still suggest signing up for ListHub so you can get all the other sites they're not sending out to. But also just know that the reporting will be a little bit off. Okay, great question. Others? Up until this point. Okay, no problem. Let's move on. We'll definitely leave it open at the end for very many questions. Okay, so everything we talked to you up to this point, you can register for. It's completely free. That includes all of the sites as well as the redirection to your website or to ListHub's property pages. Now, for those of you who really want to kind of take this internet marketing thing out for a spin and see what it can do, we have a really great upgrade that we offer to our brokers. And really, it's meant to give you a competitive advantage. What we can do now with the internet are we can track lots of information that we could never track before with our direct marketing. So it gives us kind of a competitive advantage in terms of where to spend our marketing dollars. And that's what ListHub is really trying to do as a tier 2 for our customers. So what does the upgrade provide? Basically, I think two major things. One is our suite of reports. And I say suite because they're offered at multiple levels. There's a brokerage or a company level report where you get all the information on all of the listings. An office report. The agents can have their own individual inventory agent reports, we call them. And there's also individual listing reports. The metrics that we provide are awesome. I'll share some with you here in just a minute so you get an idea of what they are. The other big piece that I think that the upgrade really provides is our seller tools. And I think in this market, you know, even more than most, anything that we can do to really demonstrate value to the seller can be beneficial to us. And the listing reports that we have are great pieces to demonstrate value, as are what we call our e-marketing flyers that I'll show you an example of. They're just really kind of meant to wow the sellers with your online marketing strategy. With the upgrade, unlike the standard ListHub, you just have one account for the company basically. With the upgrade, each agent has access to their own account where they have a little bit more control over, you know, their branding. They can add their photo. They can pull their own individual listing reports and e-marketing flyers for their sellers. So keep that in mind too. There is a cost for the upgrade, so I want to get that out of the way right away. It's completely up to you. I think that it's a good value. It's based on the number of agents in your company. So, for example, if you have a brokerage that has 10 agents, you're looking at $59 a month. And it's not per agent. It's just if that's the range of agents that you have, that's the number that you pay. It's a monthly commitment as well. There are no contracts. So if you want to try it out for a few months, you're absolutely welcome to do that. We don't hold you to any contracts. So what would you get for that money, right? Money's hard to it's tough to kind of spend in these times. So you should know full well what you're getting. Basically, with the reports specifically, again, we have all this information at the company, agent, listing level. The one I'm showing you now is at the company level. This particular page that we have is called the channel comparison chart. And this one is really cool because what it does is it'll show you all of the different channels that you have selected to syndicate your listings to through ListHub. And it lines them up side by side and tells you the number of visits and leads you're getting to those listings. I've tried to blow it up for you so you can kind of see. Now, why would this be important? Well, have any of you been approached yet by any of these sites asking you to enhance your listings or showcase your listings on them? Yeah. Yep. If you haven't, just give it some time. I think a lot of these sites, Trulia, Yahoo, Zillow, quite a few of them are kind of taking the same model that Realtor.com had too. I mean, you can actually pay an additional fee directly to these different sites to enhance or showcase your listing. And it gives you, each of them are a little bit different, but they each give you something over, the next guy who's just sending the listing. So they can do, sometimes they'll give you an opportunity to have more photos displayed. Sometimes they give you preferred placement. So if a list of 10 listings, fit the criteria the consumers search for, you're going to come up higher in the list. So, different things that they offer. Now, I'm a big believer in online marketing. Maybe reallocating your dollars from print into online, because that's where we know the consumers are. However, I would never suggest doing that before I've at least taken a look at these reports, at least this one, so you can see where it makes sense, where your traffic is actually coming from. If you want to enhance a listing there, great. And then, where it would be a complete waste of your money. So this one is great for, if you're going to do any banner ads or anything as a company, or to encourage, for you individually to enhance your listings. The second one is a report we call the Property Categories Report. If you all will forgive me, I want to take a quick time out because I'm going to pass a couple things around. These laminated are, these are just the different types of reports, just so you can kind of look through them. I want to pass mine out because I know it's going to take a ways for them to get through. So you can kind of see things close up. Please don't take these with you. These are mine. Just have to specify. And then also this other way, I'm going to pass out some sign-in sheets too so that you guys can sign in for being here, so thank you. I'm going to pass these down. Start one back here too. Okay, so sorry. Back to the property categories report. This one is kind of neat because what it does is it takes your listing inventory and it categorizes it. So based on listing type, price range, commercial versus residential versus open land, and it puts into different categories, and then it tells you the different types of, the different number of visits and leads that you're getting per category of listing. So how could this one help? Well, I have brokers who actually encourage their agents to farm specific neighborhoods based on these numbers. They can see what price ranges and what types of listings consumers really seem to be looking at, and if they have a clear front runner, or if they've seen the reports, monthly over time, and it seems to still be, holding steady, they may encourage their listings to farm that neighborhood. I've seen agents use this so they know maybe which listings may be wiser for them to take and which ones seem to be getting no looks from consumers. So you can kind of, just use it to understand maybe what the hotter listings are out there that people are really kind of looking at. This report is something that is really, I think is really, really neat stuff. This is technology that nobody else has. ListHub actually has a guy in our development team who did his thesis on this. This report is what we call our geographic report, and it uses something called geocoding to actually track down where the computer is that is looking for your listing. So you can see where your traffic is coming from, where your online traffic is coming from geographically. So we can tell you the top 10 cities as well as the top 10 states. So I had a woman in Vail that I worked with, and her seller was really excited because he looked at this and he was getting a lot of looks at a property from France. So we say top cities and states, but you can also see international